Welcome back to the 2021 mini forecast series. My name is Jacqueline Maloney and my trusty sidekick, Leonidas. So today we're talking about the third year in the cycle. And this year specifically applies to Yin Wood people. So Yin Wood people are super flexible and adaptable. They make incredible influencers, and not like Instagram influencers, although they could be, I guess, but more like coaches and guides and mentors. They are excellent at influencing people to make decisions that they suggest and make them think that it's their idea. And because they're generally very sweet and wonderful people, it's in the client's best interest. This is the feminine expression of wood. So in the last video, we talked about warrior energy, and this is completely different. It's still wood, so it has a lot to do with like movement and growth and optimism, but it's feminine, so it's much softer. It's not the adrenaline junkie, get all things done, rah, rah, rah type of energy. And they tend to focus things a little more internally. But they still have that optimism, and they're always doing things and getting stuff done, just on a softer scale. And the energy that they're moving into is yang wood. So you guys have had 2 long, slow years, which sometimes you can enjoy, but I'm sure it's been frustrating. So the last 2 years, it was, building your dream and then planning all the things and planting the seeds that you want to cultivate. And this is the year that they actually start to grow. So this year is all about growth and expansion and possibility. So this year is incredible for any type of business development, whether it's marketing, launching a new business, doing online courses, whatever you're up to, people are going to want to know about it and they're going to be interested. It's a great year for making money and manifestation. So if there's been any business stuff that you've been planting seeds for and getting things ready for it, this is an awesome year to go and do that. The energy is totally in support of it. You're going to wake up every day like ready to go. So take advantage of that energy. You'll be able to get more stuff done in a Yang Wood year than most of the years to come. This is the beginning of a very busy 3 years. But this is by far the busiest and the most like outward expression. Someone's tired. It's also a really good time for going back to school. So if there was something that you wanted to learn or study, it's a great energy for that as well. And because the energy of this year is going to force you to get stuff done, it's really important to make a schedule, to prioritize things and make lists. Because what happens with wood people is you literally will wake up in the morning feeling like you're behind already. And you may have noticed that already because it's a very obvious shift to go from earth energy to wood energy. So you wake up, before your feet hit the floor, you feel like you're behind. And you can get caught up just doing stuff for the sake of doing it. So be careful to schedule what needs to get done, prioritize what needs to get done, and make lists. Because you'll be busy, but not actually get anything important done. So just that's 2 sides of the coin right there. And something that's really important is movement. So wood needs to move. Wood is the type of energy that they can't sit down and meditate. It does not work. So they need to physically exhaust themselves to be able to sit down and meditate. And wood, wood needs to physically discharge all that energy in order to be okay. That's why they go to CrossFit. That's why, Yin Wood is more of let's go to yoga or go for a hike type of thing. But there's always an element of movement in a wood person. It's just how it goes. So you need to move more this year than the past 2 years, hands down. Travel is also really good for business or pleasure. If you can do that in these current circumstances, go for it. And a couple things to be aware of. Wood is super impulsive. So wood kind of gets bored and likes to do things. Wood, this is the ultimate entrepreneurial energy. They build things because they're bored and they want to, and then they move on to the next thing and move on to the next thing. So just be wary of having like super impulsive thoughts that don't line up with what you've been planting seeds for. This is not the time to join some crazy mastermind that has nothing to do with what you're doing. It's super impulsive. And along with that, there's this energy of procrastination that comes around. So what's funny? You're either like doing everything all the time or sitting and thinking about all the things that you have to do. So procrastination can be really evident this year. So just be careful of that. And also any type of workaholism, addictive personality stuff, that wood people have addictive personalities. They like to do what they do, whether that's exercising or working or drugs and alcohol. They like to do what it is that they like to do. And it's very easy to get roped into that energy. So if you start to feel like addictive tendencies popping up, just move. Movement is kind of the medicine for everything in this year. Because if you are not moving, that energy doesn't have anywhere to go, and you're stuck trying to put that energy into something else that's not necessarily productive. And then the last thing to worry about is anger. So just like how people in a water year had to worry about fear-based stuff, wood's emotion is anger. So again, if you're feeling angry, it's probably because you're not moving enough. Wood it's super strong energy. The energy of this year is like the oak tree. It's stubborn, it's hard-headed, it's upward movement. It takes a lot of energy to push those little sprouts out of the ground. This is spring energy. So, and anger can be a part of that. So just look out for that. You might find yourself snapping at people a little more than you would before. But again, movement is the medicine for pretty much all of this. And that is our Yang Wood year. So again, I'll put a link to the chart in the comments in case you're just stumbling across this video to figure out who you are and what you are, and then we can give you a little idea of your 2021 forecast. If you have any questions, of course, you can find me. Everything's available on my website at jacquelinemaloney.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And someone is angry. And yeah, that is it. We will see you next time as we delve into a Yin Wood year for year 4 of the cycle.